Hey there, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I will be continuing the Meet the Fleet series. Today we're going to go from class 47 to the class 60s. I hope you enjoy. Cheers. Here we have class 47 47778 in EWS livery. This one is called the Duke of Edinburgh's Award Scheme, and I bought this one fairly recently. I've also added sound. It's a lock sound 3.5 out of a Bachmann BR Green class 47, which I've since sold. It's got a standard 100 ohm speaker in it, and I've yet to put the detail pack on the front. This one is a Helgen class 47. As you can see, it's in the nice bright Colas rail livery. This one is 47727 Rebecca. I've had this one several years. I bought this one specifically because it was called Rebecca, because it shares a name with my stepdaughter. As you can see, this one's not been weathered, hasn't had any detail fitted, and has yet to receive a KD coupling. Here we have my one and only class 56. This is a Hornby model, and it's from their super detailed range, which is from sort of mid-noughties. This one has had its detail pack fitted and a KD coupling, but other than that it's had no modifications at all. And oh yes, it did. I've taken the powered fan off because it was causing problems. As you can see, it's in load haul. I bought this from a model railway shop in Kent when I lived back there. Not a bad Loco. It runs fairly well now it's been serviced. This short sequence was filmed shortly before I did the detailing to the bridge and the underpass. This is Freightliner Evolution on an intermodal. This was filmed handheld, so it's a little bit shaky. Here's that Loco in close-up, Freightliner Evolution. This is a Bachmann sound-fitted Loco. I bought this one used from a stock sale held by my local model railway club a couple of years ago. It's had its detailing pack fitted at the driver's end and its KD coupling. Other than that, it's as it came from the factory. So this one is Virgin Thunderbird Class 57 Scott Tracy. This one I bought used from eBay about 6 months ago. This one's had its detailing in and the KD coupling fitted, and I chipped it with a lens silver DCC chip. It's in the classic Virgin livery. As you'll see in later videos, I have a lot of Virgin livery in stock, which is fair enough because I modelled the West Coast mainline from the mid noughties up to about 2018. This is quite a good runner. Regular viewers of the channel will recognise this one. This is Class 57 Chad Varra in Compass DRS livery. This one is quite often used to deliver stock to the centre sidings for onward transportation to the Wolverton Works. This was bought new from a local model shop about 18 months ago. This was factory weathered. I've been having problems with this one in relation to its running qualities, so it's about to be taken out service and given a good see into. It may just be that the chip I've put in it isn't the best suited for it, so I'll try a different chip. It's not a bad livery. I quite like the Direct Rail Services Compass livery. This is ARC Class 59 Village of Mells. This is a Dapol model. I've fitted a Road and Rails sound chip into it, and it's also got an EM1 speaker. This thing sounds amazing when it's running, and is currently my favourite Loco. This was a gift from my wife for my 51st birthday and is always on an ARC aggregates train. I've got a full rake of 20 ARC mustard liveried aggregate wagons that run behind it. Now where the centre sidings is, there used to be an ARC quarry. So here we are, the Class 60s. First up is the Colas Rail version. This is a Frankenstein model. I've done a body swap to a DB Red TTS fitted version down low, which you'll see later on. But I decided I preferred the Colas Rail livery, so I put the sound into this one. So as you can see, the body on this one has been weathered. This was weathered by my friend Dan over at DH Loco Works. I said I wanted it a light weathering. He's done that exactly as I asked. I've since fitted the detail pack and a KD. And this is down low. This was the donor sound Loco for the previous Loco you just saw. This was brought online, can't remember where from. So this has got the chassis from Colas model. As you can see, the chassis on this one's weathered but the body's not. This one's got, obviously it's got its detail fitted to the front end and a KD coupling. I don't mind the DB Schenker, I just thought I'd prefer the sound in my Colas Rail one. Very capable, very good at towing long trains. You'll usually see my 60s either on steel or oil. So this is my EWS 100 of Who, or the 100 of Who. This is a Loco from the early to mid noughties. This was bought from a company called Trains and Railways in Kent, and this one's still got the price tag on the box. It was £192 when I bought it. This is sound fitted from the factory, and I fitted the detailing and the KD coupling to it. This and the other two EWS 60s suffered with grease hardening whilst it was in storage. So this one and the other two EWS 60s have recently been given a good service. So this is the second EWS Class 60. This one again has been welded by Dan at DH Loco Works. This is Alexander Fleming. This is a non-sound fitted Class 60. Again, this was bought several years ago in the early noughties. This is quite an effective Loco. Looks quite grubby. I mean, all the Hornby Class 60s are very, very good models. In fact, I think the Hornby Class 60 is probably the best that Hornby's ever produced, especially for the time. I mean, we're talking sort of early to mid noughties. These were released, and for the time, they were fantastically detailed. All-wheel drive, all-wheel pickup, excellent haulers. And the last of the Class 60s, this is Eastern. This is in the classic maroon and gold EWS livery, as you can see. This one I bought from Fenwick's department store in Canterbury, getting on for 20 years ago now. This was actually bought with money that I received through the will of my grandmother, so this one's kind of special. This was a sound fitted one from the factory. You really can't fault the Class 60s for their pulling power. They're amazing Locos. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And I will see you in the next one. Cheers.